Oh, hey, Nadir, what are you up to?
Oh, nothing. I was just browsing the excellent selection of books here in the library of the Night Court. I don't suppose there's anything you'd like to read?
I would actually love to find some books for my favorite tabletop games.
You would probably want to actually take out a book like that, and I don't think you want to navigate the Fey rules for borrowing and lending. Instead, you may want to look at our sponsor, Dragon Master Games. In addition to tabletop gaming books, you can get dice and accessories, and they're a fantastic local store and would love to have your support.
Oh, hey, that's a great idea, but we're in the Feywild, so I can't go to the store right now.
Oh, not a problem at all. You can go to their online storefront that's linked in the show notes, and be sure to write in the comments that Bard Rock Cafe sent you.
Alright, I'll do that. Thanks, Nadir. Anyway, we should get on with the show.
Hello, and welcome to another of several Bard Rock Cafe Campaign 1 finale tie-in adventures, each against the armies of one of the 4 Horsemen of the Apocalypse. I'm Paul, and I'm in the seat of the Dungeon Master for this adventure. For these adventures, we've asked prior guests to reprise their roles, or in some cases, asked members of our creator and collaborator community to take on roles of recurring NPCs from throughout Campaign 1. We're going to go around the table and have everyone introduce themselves. We're going to just go in Discord order, so if you just go introduce yourself and remind the audience a little bit about your character from when you were here last time.
Alright, I'm Dylan. I'll be reprising the role of SR-89. He's a strategic reconnaissance warforged rogue, built of lightweight materials and with a number of special modules. Basically, I've reflavored a soul knife to be based on sort of magical technology. And that's really all there is to him.
Hey, I'm Khadeja. I usually play Rook in the main campaign, but in this game, I'm going to be reprising my character of Tina Chris Fistpump, also known as Xtina. She's a mountain dwarf paladin who is kind of like a member of an elite guard, and she had an adventure where she was sucked into a maze. It was really fun, and now she's back to use her paladin-y powers to help with one of these huge endgame battles.
Hi, I'm Michelle Rapp. You can find me online as Kilnfiend Potter. I've done a bunch of D&D stuff in the past. I'm so happy to be back to reprise my favorite D&D character ever created, the ever crabby Patricia Nettlesby, who I believe is still running a free clinic outside of Waterdeep and tending to the various, it's free healthcare, and oftentimes she basically runs like a Planned Parenthood. She also runs an animal sanctuary of some kind. They're in the swamp. So the last time we saw her, she had a cute little familiar, which was a baby alligator named Mr. Spicy, who has since gone on to have other great adventures. So now her new companion is Grumblesby, an old lady snapping turtle who, rather like Patricia, is pretty old and is maybe a little bit too old for this shit, but is back on the case.
And then I want you to think about, just because unlike most of these other characters, you reside just outside of Waterdeep. Reality itself is collapsing, which we'll get into. You probably are wanting to think about where Patricia relocated her hut and swamp friends to within the city limits.
Oh, yeah. She's probably living just in, like, the wettest, swampiest part of Waterdeep, essentially. Where she can essentially...
The entire Docks District.
The whole... At this point, she can figure... She's, like, worked with other druids to get her entire... hut to basically just walk over to the docks and then just settle down at a pier, and that's where she is now.
All right, fantastic.
Hello, I'm Sarah. You've heard me as a few random characters before, but I'm here to play the part of Sarah, the owner of the other tavern who has helped the party in the past, and I come with carrying too many gifts, so I hope people are hungry for what's coming up.
And for the audience, Sarah is named after Sarah.
What?
Well, Sarah was one of our first listeners and one of our earliest patrons, so the character Sarah was named after her at conception.
Ah.
And yes, I do try to bribe people with food to like me.
This is a sound strategy so long as it's not poisoned.
True.
Yeah, that's a different character than this named after a person I know in real life.
Hello, everyone. I'm Xtina, otherwise known as Xtina on the internet. I'm going to be playing Vaiya today, your wizard bookstore owner who just kind of beat bops around to various demi-planes and kind of does her own thing. She's helped out the party, been a impromptu therapist on occasion, and she just really likes a good cup of tea and her books, and she keeps getting dragged into shit, so she's just here to help.
Just realized, too, that 40% of this party is Brock Song's medical providers.
Yeah.
I was about to say, I think that Patricia still has the only bidet in Waterdeep.
And I definitely went to college with Brock.
Yes, one member of a former Brock polycule and 40% of Brock's medical providers. How did Tina and SR know Brock? We'll find out. Anyway, it is quite literally the end of days. The powerful armies of the 4 extraplanar creatures, referred to colloquially as the 4 Horsemen of the Apocalypse, have been obliterating planes, one after another. They destroyed the Abyss from the bottom up, which is impressive because the Abyss is supposedly infinite. They wiped out the 9 Hells. They devoured the elemental plane of fire, scorched the sponged earth of Pandemonium, you name it. Denizens of Waterdeep can see the night sky dissolving as the astral sea above them is just disappearing, taking huge fragments of the material plane with it. It's only a matter of time until all that remains is the Forgotten Realms, and then just the city itself. As reality crumbles, there are intermittent rips and tears in reality and time, letting people stumble to the city from wherever they might otherwise not be able to. You are all confident Waterdeep is the last thing that will stand. It is magic protected by the power of a tablet of fate, situated inside the basement of the titular Bard Rock Cafe. And the Book of Fate inside the tablet has already foretold the final confrontation to save reality will occur here in the city walls. And so, the call went out from Waterdeep across the entire material plane, the astral sea, and the various crumbling planes of reality for everyone who could venture to the city and stand bulwark against impending doom. Dimension doors and planar portals open up to provide reinforcements. A Spelljammer ship with a massive tree as the main mast swoops down and drops several of its crew members on the ground to join the fray. Vajra Safar, the Black Staff of Waterdeep, is rapidly ushering every able-bodied volunteer to different sectors of the city to coordinate its defense as you all arrive. Oddly enough, you all were actually just here for the most part. 3 of you are residents: Patricia Nettlesby, the Swamp Druid; SR, the Stealth Recon Warforged; Tina Fistpump, the Paladin Marauder. You got here not that long ago, but you were already here. And Sarah, the Bard owner of Waterdeep's one of Waterdeep's many taverns. All 4 of you were already here. Vaiya, you were hanging out in the library of the Night Court of the Feywild when the Feywild was destroyed, and you escaped with most of the rest of the Night Court, just narrowly to Waterdeep. That's how you arrive as you enter the commotion of people running all over the castle district of Waterdeep being redirected. Do any of you have any initial thoughts or reactions as you enter this chaotic pre-apocalypse scenario?
SR89 is going to stick to the shadows.
Vaiya kind of slams the book shut that she was reading. She's like, I was just getting to a spicy part. What the fuck?
Patricia is in the middle of delivering twins. Because you know what doesn't stop at the end of days? People having babies. People be having so many
babies. I imagine the numbers go up due to sheer stress, actually.
Yes, there are so many babies that are being born. So Patricia is basically been given part of an entire ward because of her medical expertise, and she is basically holding a woman's hand. Like this elf woman who this is their first birth, and so I think that Grimsby Grubblesby is like acting like a hot water bottle almost, and we're just like, and the woman's wife is just like holding her hand, and I'm just like standing there and like medical scrubs just being like, push, all right, we breathe, shallow breaths, all right, I see a crown, and that's basically what she's doing. And then she also knows that somebody else's water broke, and we're keeping an eye on other people who are about to give birth in this ward.
Oh my goodness.
Hey, babies don't...
Tina is, sorry.
Oh, no, sorry. I was about to say, like, just babies don't stop for anyone.
Truly.
That's real. I was going to say what Tina's doing. So Tina is here. She probably came with the guard, or some guardsmen, and so they are helping get people to safety. So move along this way to sheltered accommodations. And follow me.
And sure enough, Tina, as you are ushering things, there have been orders. They are evacuating as much of the city as they can to... For some reason, they're evacuating everybody to the Docks District, specifically the Bard Rock Cafe. It seems weird, because this is a 2-story tavern. It should not be able to hold as many people to keep walking inside. It's like a reverse clown car situation.
I want to ask someone around me if they know how that's able to happen. Tina thinks that's really suspicious.
Sure. Is there anyone particular you're looking for? Do you want to...
A guardsman of the city.
Sure. You find a guard. Like, oh, hello, Miss Paladin lady. I'm Kevin. How can I help you?
Mr. Kevin, I'm just wondering how we can fit that many people in such a building. I mean, it's got 2 stories, but this is a lot of people.
So I heard about this from one of the other guards. That building, I actually was one of the guards that was guarding it. It was under reconstruction. The owner, when he had it rebuilt, he paid a bunch of money to give it the same magical enchantment Blackstaff Tower has. It is much, much bigger on the inside. It's like a 5-star resort or something.
Fantastic. I'll get back to ushering people through. Thanks, Kevin.
Yes, ma'am. And he salutes and he goes off to go do other guard things in the background of this scenario as one of everyone's favorite NPCs of the podcast.
And probably passing by, bustling through, is going to be Sarah being like carrying whatever goods and whatever extra bandages she probably had stored at her place into the center of this area, just trying to provide what she can. Probably with too much baked goods.
Right, and so you all, wherever you are, get like a ping, like this kind of like psychic ping as the black staff just like goes out. Like, the Waterdeep's defense needs every able-bodied fighter and high-level spellcaster it can to please route to the castle district so we can coordinate the city's defense.
I'm a little busy here.
Oh, Patricia, how? Yes, let me see if I can reroute some clerics. The Hoyle of Magic is back as a result of events of the podcast at this point, so you are not single staff. There are several clerics of the various churches of Waterdeep show up to help you, and so you are able to be relieved.
Okay, I tell them quickly about the history of we're able to complete the birth. I'm able to like deliver the afterbirth and everything, and then I sort of just scrub up, like tear off my medical scrubs, and then just like just basically grab my turtle and then run.
Okay, and so you all make it to the castle district unimpeded, because for the most part the path towards Central Command is not as busy as the path away from it. And so she goes, you 5, if you could go to the east ward. Our scouts report some sort of blue cloud or mist headed this way. We're not entirely sure what it is. Some of you, I think, would have a very observant eye. Patricia, for example, I know you have a very analytical eye, so maybe you recognize what it is. But we're looking to, my colleague Emblemster is looking for people to help evaluate it, but also to help protect and heal anybody who's evacuating to safety.
SR-89 begins mentally recording billable hours for his services.
Ew, I need to start doing that too.
Patricia's just like, well,
we could all learn.
It's not another baby.
Can I make like a perception check if I'm looking at this cloud?
Yes, may I also make a perception check?
You are not there yet. You're being assigned. Do you have anything you want to do before you wander off to the cloud? Any questions for the Black Staff, for example?
How far away are we from the cloud?
So the cloud is in the east ward. You were in the castle ward, which is like the central district. You got like a 10-minute walk.
All right. I'm just going to turn invisible. Last an hour.
Okay.
I turn around like, where the hell did that person go?
Yeah, we
Right.
did have someone else here with us, right?
Yeah, no, we did.
SR,
We
that
did.
SR, that is the ability that lets you cast the spell invisibility, yes?
I actually don't think that is what it does. Let me get the exact wording for you. While I do that, SR89 is also going to activate his communication module. The 5 of us can communicate telepathically for the next... Oh, I got a D10 here somewhere. Hang on. Enjoy the dice ASMR while I look for it. There we go. 1 hour. Well, we'd better make the best of it.
Well, 1 hour is probably all you're going to need contextually, so...
We hope,
Okay.
right?
Above game, I know what's going to happen. You're not going to be waiting for multiple hours for the action.
Well, then my choice to use that ability was vindicated. All right.
I look around at all of you, and I just kind of go into my usual pattern because I don't know any of you. I'm like, so, do any of you have chlamydia?
Thankfully, SR89 does not need to worry about such disgusting biological problems.
I will say Sarah went to the Bard College, which largely is Patricia's patients, so Sarah and Patricia probably do know each other.
We
I do not
talk
cast
some
invisibility. I simply become invisible.
Okay, cool.
And yeah, SR9 is disgusted by your meatbag ways, but he's just going to keep quiet about it.
All right. Oh,
Do the rest of you have chlamydia?
Can I roll medicine to see or perception to see if anyone here has chlamydia?
I feel like that one specifically is medicine.
Okay, great.
Roll
I'm gonna
perception
go
to
ahead.
see if someone has. Yeah,
I'm gonna roll to see if someone is showing signs of chlamydia. That's a 22.
I mean, if it came back, it
All right,
came back. No shame.
No shame. No shame. This is why I ask. I'm very open about it. You know this.
Of course, and I love that about you. Did you want some muffins?
Oh, I love your muffins. I have some borscht in my bag, but I suppose we should get looking at this cloud or whatever it is. And I don't know where that.
I will say with 22, you are confident that nobody in the command center currently has chlamydia.
Congratulations, you are all chlamydia free.
Wonderful. Hi, I'm Vaiya. Like a good book, very, we're in the bookshop that kind of pops up around random places. Good cup of tea if anyone ever wants one. Not magically made, it's actual tea.
Huh.
I will take a muffin while we're walking wherever we're going. And she kind of casts Mage Armor on herself because she can just do that at will.
Okay.
She has the Eldritch Invocation because of one of her things.
All right, well, you are still casting a spell, and because I rolled the d20 thinking that SR was casting a spell, and I got a natural 1, you do proc Wild Magic. Roll 1d100.
Okay.
You get chlamydia.
I hope that's not in the wizard table. Let's see here.
You just start clapping.
Wow. 99?
For the next 10 minutes, you succeed in all concentration checks.
Sweet.
Sick.
Which is perfect for the walkover.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
Tina, mace in hand, leads you all towards the cloud. With a confident step.
Yeah, you all get there, and you find this thing where everybody's uploading their files and not 100% sure whether or not they're safe there. Thank you, the one person who laughed at my terrible joke.
Oh.
We'll put in a laugh track in post.
I just realized what that was, and I was like, oh, right. It's like that bad, out of character, it's like one of my old stupid ideas for a starter was like, what if we just made one called Clouder, because that's the group down for a cat, and it's like where you post photos of your cats. Anyway, that's my terrible joke. Please continue.
All right, you arrive at the base camp and the East Ward City Defense and see a regularly dressed wizard standing over a table with a map with the Forgotten Realms on it. Most, or at least possibly all of you, would recognize this man as Elminster. At the moment, he knows nothing new about the mists that the Lady Blackstaff did not tell you herself. And he's like, oh, if you all want to take up defensive positions on the ramparts, you'll probably be able to see the mist to analyze it soon. It's been defying scrying or anything else. I have no idea what's going on. I just know that the mist has been rolling over towns, and our scouts have reported the entire populace just disappearing after the mist clears.
Entire populations disappearing.
Yes, the mist passes over, and when the scouts investigate the town after the mist, the town is empty.
Like poof,
That's
gone,
scary.
not like dead on the ground.
No bodies. No bodies that weren't there before the mist arrived.
Ew.
Oh. Oh, by the way, Elminster, I passed him a little parchment packet. Here are your antacids. I know that you meant to stop by at some point.
Oh, thank you so much, Patricia. I appreciate you.
Of course. All right, let's go find these missing mist people. Or at least figure out what the heck is going on.
On to the rampart.
Yeah. And you actually do see Patricia. You also recognize George, the mycologist, in the group of people helping Elminster try and determine what's going on.
You!
Is,
Oh, hello, Patricia. It's been some time. How have you
It
been?
has
How's
been
the
some
swamp?
time. Oh, well, it has been partially devoured by whatever it is that is attacking this world and the worlds beyond, but, it's fine still. Mostly pediatrics right now because babies wait for no one. There are a lot of Patricias and Patricks now in the ward being born. They keep naming them after me. It's very annoying.
Well, sadly, nobody wants to name their child George, which is why I named all my mushrooms George.
That's a legacy of your own you should be proud of.
Anyway, Elminster doesn't seem to believe. I strongly believe that this mist is just mushrooms, but he doesn't think that's true.
I will let you know, and if it is, you can name it George.
Excellent.
in all the various books that Vaiya has read, is there anything about, like, this mist that would kind of ping in her mind?
Sure, go ahead and roll your choice of history or arcana.
Okay. Where's arcana? Well, definitely arcana. That is a 27.
Yeah, well, the 27, there's... You think about it, like, this doesn't sound quite right, but this does oddly match the description of a phenomenon you've heard of called the Mists of Barovia. Where, like, fog rolls over an area, and it usually selectively grabs people. It's usually grab, like, the entire town. It's usually an inescapable fog that rolls in, disappears. It doesn't also usually encroach, like an ominous thing across the entire world, so, like, this is more like it seems like an overly aggressive version of that, based on what you've heard described.
Yes.
Can I use Divine Sense to see if I sense something controlling it?
All right,
Or is that
sure.
ridiculous?
Well, so Divine Sense will let you, like, visually examine it when it's there, which it will be in approximately the rest of one scene
Okay.
after you guys finish talking. So, does anyone else have
Well,
anything
then I
before the
will-
mists arrive? Because you guys, right now, you have a chance
I'll
to get in
reserve it
position.
for that.
Yeah, so right now you guys
Sounds
have time
good.
to get in position to just rampart to the city walls. You want to get in position behind the wall, in front of the wall, on top of the wall. Now is the time to do any prep you have before the mist arrives.
All right, SR-89 is going to get in position. Well, no one's going to notice, but he's going to get in position behind the ramparts so that he can ultra super hide.
Okay, roll a stealth check at advantage.
Oh, I always roll stealth checks at advantage, thanks to my non-reflective elven armor coating, aka Cloak of Elventide. So that is a total of... Let's see. What's my stealth? Oh, that's not right. 30.
Yeah, well, with a 30, you believe you are stealthed.
Alright.
You're reasonably confident you're stealth, but you don't have any base of reference to see whether or not anybody can't see you besides the people who already know.
People still can't see me, so that's something.
Yes. All right, does anyone else have any prep
Tina
they want
will-
to do before... we'll go down Discord order, so Tina, you first.
Yeah, Tina will go on top of the ramparts to have a good view of everything. Javelins ready.
All right, so I will say, from a distance, you can see this. You can see the fog in the far distance. You guys still have time to prep. I will let you use your Divine Sense now.
Okay, I'm using it.
I'm going to cast guidance on you, if that's okay.
Cool.
Awesome.
All right, cool. So with your Divine
Yeah.
Sense, you're gonna have that'll be relevant in a second when you do a check here. So with your Divine Sense, you do see the cloud, but you're like seeing like you're expecting this cloud, the Mist of Barovia, to have like the visage of like there is something in there, but like most of the cloud itself isn't. But within it, you are seeing specks of one specific speck that registers as a fiend.
There's something in the cloud controlling it. And I'm not the most fiend knowledge-filled person. Does anybody else here know?
No.
Do you describe the vague shape of the thing that you are?
Yeah,
Okay.
that's right. I describe
Okay.
it. I can sense that it's a fiend.
Patricia specifically, roll history. I'll give you advantage because you do know what this. You should know what this thing is.
If only I was playing prefect characters instead.
Thank goodness for advantage, but I still only got a 13.
With a 13, you're like, that seems oddly familiar, and I don't know why.
It's been
But
a
you
long
also
day.
realize something oddly familiar about the fact that this mist is very blue. You don't know why this particular shade of blue seems familiar to you either. If you want to have given yourself guidance, I will allow it.
I'll give myself guidance.
Nice.
All right, that's a 17.
17. All right, cool. I set the DC at 15. You were just a little under it before. No, you realize, oh, hey, that shade of blue and the shape of that fiend-type creature in there, this seems oddly familiar, but this also doesn't seem right. Tina Fistpump just described Zugtamoy, who you watch die.
Ooh.
Wait, no! That can't be that. We killed that! That thing! Yes!
Killed what?
It looked like there was like a demon, and then there were mushrooms, and they were glowing blue, and then like there was a bunch of undead. I yell, is George within earshot?
George is within earshot. The control center for this is like maybe 20 yards behind the wall.
George! Get over
What
here!
is it, Patricia? He hobbles over because my mind George is the grandpa from Tarzan. So, he like waddles over there, climbs the rampart. Oh, what is it?
Look at that shade of blue. Does it not look familiar to you?
He adjusts his monocle, he puts on like the little and like a single spore lands on the wall, and he like puts on a glove, puts like, oh no, this spore looks very familiar.
Oh dear. Well,
Elminster, it's a Zugtamoy. I thought she was dead. Elminster, at the knowledge this is Zugtamoy, starts rounding thing. We need to evacuate every civilian here now. Anybody who can needs to slow Zugtamoy and whatever else is in that mushroom cloud down.
how many?
Great.
geese can I
Any
summon?
weaknesses that we should be aware of that are good to know?
Fire is good. Last time I fought this thing, I had a bunch of torches and I summoned 8 geese, and they did a good job. I think we're gonna need a lot more geese this time.
What about a fireball or two?
That works as
several.
well. It's almost as good as goose.
You're not quite. Goose are, evil.
It's true. That's why they are so good.
It is to be noted, Vaiya's an owlin, so she is just straight up just like an owl. A snowy owl, to be clear. But, so her being like a goose is evil. There's some mystery there.
Yeah, wow.
I will not at all like dispute this. It's not like we're friends. We had a common enemy, and I stuck torches on them. It was a good time.
Understood.
How many miles out is this cloud?
So this cloud is moving unnaturally fast. It was about 100 yards away. In the time you've been talking, it is now about 20 yards away. At which point, I'll actually say you realize there's like detective wars and runes that have been erected outside the city walls. You see like a visible wall of force, not the spell wall of force, like the idea of like a barrier of magic, kind of slowing these things down, but it's like starting to pierce. And you can start to see the creatures that were being obscured by the mist. And you see tree ants that are clearly dead and rotted. You see rot trolls. You see corpse flowers. And the magical bubble bursts as all of these spores flow in and circle around you. I need everybody to make a wisdom save. SR, you can make it at advantage because you are immune to disease.
Yeah, I'm immune to disease and resistant to poison.
Oh,
Oh, Tina's also immune to disease, so I'll give you that one.
Yeah, I'm also immune to disease. I did do a roll, and it was 21.
Okay.
I rolled 2 4s, so I have a 13.
Okay.
I have a 20.
I got a 19.
And a 21.
What was your total SR?
13.
All right, 13 is just low, just high enough. The DC was 12. However, before everything passes, you all hear voices in your heads, just for a few moments before it passes, because you did all pass the save. Make way! Make way!
Oh, not this bullshit again.
Make way for
All right.
what?
This is what happened last time. There was these little mushrooms and they were taking over corpses and they would say nonsense like this. We thought it might be a new venereal disease. Turns out, no. Just goddess wanting to come back.
Speaking of venereal disease, you look at Zugtamoy now that she's close enough for you to visually inspect. She doesn't look vibrant and alive the way she was as much as she can as a demon lord.
Does she have
looks
chlamydia?
like a dead husk that's been reanimated.
Oh, okay. We're past that.
She is past chlamydia. She's got something. She looks actually like. Roll medicine really quick.
Okay. That's a 28.
For 28, you recognize that she has these weird, she has mushrooms that aren't consistent with her mushrooms growing on it. She looks like she's an incubator for several dozen different diseases.
Oh no.
You see just 6 different colors of mushroom that look like they are all growing some sort of bacteria or fungi or virus in them that would be very bad for the populace to be exposed to.
How large is Zugtamoy?
Zugtamoy is a size category large creature. If you need specifics, I would need to look her up. Hold on.
Large is perfect.
Is she undead?
She's still pinging as a fiend.
Okay.
Was she an undead
But-
fiend? Is that a thing?
So it's all right. So mechanically, she's still a fiend. Story-wise, so Patricia did watch Zugtamoy die. You can all infer she is basically a lifeless shell that's being animated by all of the germs controlling her.
Ew.
She's not undead because she's not brought back to life. So it's still her fiend body and her fiend powers, but they're being marionetted by a bunch of germs.
How close are we to Zugtamoy specifically?
All right, so I was doing yards before, but now we'll convert to feet because we're in D&D thing. So it was 20 yards, which is 3 feet, so 60 feet.
Oh,
Okay.
Okay.
the time for talk is nearing its end.
Yeah,
She's within my psychic knife range.
Can I attempt?
When she's...
So let me describe to you all the exact rank and file of these enemies, okay? There are, in the front lines, 6 tree ants that are marching towards the city walls with a look of intent on their eyes. You see behind them a rank of 8 rot trolls covered in fungi. 4 corpse flowers, 2 on either side of the rot trolls. And then you look up above Zugtamoy and above the mushroom cloud, and you see, oh no, that is very bad. You see a aerial bombardment of gas spores.
Of what?
Gas spores. They are very large fungi creatures. They're very large fungi creatures in the Forgotten Realms that basically have 1 HP and explode to do AoE damage. And right now you all have a tough choice. You can either take action on the approaching army of Zugtamoy, or you can retreat away from the gas spores that are about to all explode where you are on the ramparts. You don't think they'll damage the walls because it's not that kind of explosion. You would all get hurt pretty badly if the gas spores go off in your area. But they're just going to land on... Okay.
Well, will I have evasion.
I mean, if you pass the save, you'll be fine, but
Us? The rest of us? Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah,
Yes. Mechanically, however you all would handle an explosion, there go.
I mean, can I spray them with grease?
Grease is going to trip them. They are an airborne bombardment. I don't think they can trip.
Can I javelin?
Okay, how high is it? How high are they off the ground?
All right, so you all are on a roughly 20-foot hollow, except for SR, who I believe is hiding behind the ramparts. You're all about 20 feet off the ground on the wall rampart. These things are about 15 feet above you, about to come down.
I'm going to summon a wall of fire. What do you all think would be better, a wall of fire or summon elemental? Because I can summon a fire elemental as well, but I think the wall would just be... I think
I agree the wall is better.
Yeah.
Okay, so I will cast a wall of fire at let's see, at 4th. They're not very big, but I also I'm gonna cast it at a 4th level.
So the gas spore is actually a size category large creature.
What?
Okay,
Didn't you say they
never
have
mind.
1 hit point?
They have 1 hit point. They have an AC of 5. Their description in their stat block says large plant unaligned. They are as big as Zugtamoy.
That's crazy.
You have an aerial bombardment of mushrooms the size of horses falling on you.
Okay.
The horse is also a size category large creature.
Oh my.
Large, long it used to be. They don't do that anymore.
Yeah, so like these
Okay.
things are big, like really big. Like they're really big versions of those dandelion things that float on the breeze.
So do we get the implication that if one of them goes off, it'll start a chain reaction? Is that what you said?
So mechanically, I will say because these things are well known amongst low level adventurers because they're basically instant death. So I feel like as high level adventurers, you all will be able to infer this. So when they go to 0 hit points, they explode. Every creature within 20 feet of them makes a Constitution saving throw, takes 10 damage on a failed save, half on a pass. So yes, if one of them goes off, the explosion will trigger and hit all the others, guaranteeing at least 1 damage. So it will be a chain reaction explosion.
Cool. And they're not within 20 feet of us yet, right?
They are 15 feet away from you.
Oh, I thought you said they were 60. Okay, never mind.
Yeah, no, the Zugtamoy's army was, these spores were riding the breeze above where you were looking.
Okay.
No one's going to notice, but SR is going to... he's out of here. He's going to teleport.
Teleport to where?
Where?
I wouldn't worry about it. No,
Anywhere more than 5 feet away from the wall will clear you from the blast radius that's going to be on the top and front of the wall.
So on the battlefield out front, are there any other structures that I could conceivably cower behind to offer myself some concealment and cover?
In front of the wall?
Well, that's an interesting question. Actually, anywhere within 60 feet of Zugtamoy is there such a structure?
I mean, so let me just pull up the Waterdeep map really quick here to remind myself what's in the East Ward. I think
Yeah, because maybe there's like a tower or something I could go onto, or a rock outcropping. As long as I have some kind of cover, I will be okay.
All right, the East Ward of Waterdeep. I'm pretty sure it's farmland, so yeah, there's random scarecrows, hay bales, what have you.
I don't know how much protection a hay bale is going to offer.
I mean, if you're looking to... I mean, it'll still mechanically provide... If it's like a single hay bale half cover, if you go for like a stack of hay bales full cover.
I mean, yeah, as long as I have anything... I have skulk, so as long as I have any kind of concealment I can hide, that's what I'm angling for. How about like
this? If for Patricia's wall, circling back to Patricia's wall of fire, I will let Patricia have summoned the wall of fire before they got in 15 feet, so that you guys will be 5 feet out of their range.
Oh, okay, well then I'll just do nothing.
Yeah, so because Patricia's basically creating a barrier before they get within blast range of you all.
That makes sense.
Yep.
So I imagine you're just making as wide a roof of fire as you can above you all.
Basically.
Okay.
Oh, by the way, I do have Grimblesby in like a turtle Bjorn. And she's just looking real unhappy about all of this, just like looking around.
Yeah. So with Patricia's consumption of a high-level spell slot, the gas spores are negated for now, and they were going to be above game the layer action every round. So as long as you maintain concentration of that wall of fire, they are a non-issue.
All right. I'm doing my part. I did a thing.
Can I attempt to... What the fuck is the phrase? Momentary stasis. I can attempt to make a large or smaller creature within 60 feet not move. They need to pass a Constitution saving throw. So can I try to do that to Zugtamoy? Just to freeze Zugtamoy and the army?
All right. Is this a spell, first of all?
No, it's just a class feature.
All right. Just double-checking as I wasn't familiar with it. Does a 23 pass?
It does.
Zugtamoy is unfazed.
Damn.
Okay.
Oh, shoot.
I could try turn the unholy.
Okay, turn the unholy. Okay, so you're trying to that would only get Zugtamoy, because the rest of these things are just being controlled by Zugtamoy's mushrooms.
It would just be Zugtamoy, it's only just one. But, it'll be turned for a minute.
Okay, is that a wisdom save for Zugtamoy?
Yeah.
Zugtamoy rolled a 10.
Okay.
She's going to use a legendary resistance to pass. But you murdered one of her 3 legendary resistances. That's great.
Okay.
Yeah, because her running away would be inconvenient right now. All right, does Sarah have anything before we roll initiative?
Sarah's brain fritzes out and is like, wait, I have an idea. Synaptic
I can stab her while you're thinking about it.
Don't stab me.
No, not you.
No, Zugtamoy, the other her.
I also expect
the hostile her.
I have no reason to stab you yet.
I'm flattered. I would have been thinking synaptic static. Just point being like, that's disgusting. Not in my tavern.
It certainly does not look very sanitary, that's for sure.
Yeah. I'm like, I feel like this is a personal attack. Which is...
Alright, for the audience, please describe the spell Synaptic Static.
Okay, choose a point within range and cause psychic energy explode there. Each creature in a 20-foot radius sphere centered on that point must make an intelligence saving throw. A creature with intelligence of 2 or lower can't be affected. Which is my fear.
And
I'm not sure how smart the dead can be.
That's a very good question. Would you like to roll an insight check before you cast the spell?
Yes. I figured I'd talk it out.
Yeah, so roll an insight check to see whether or not you think the spell would contextually work on Zugtamoy, who is marionetting everything else.
Yes. 18?
With an 18, you realize, if this was actually Zugtamoy at the helm, it would probably work. But there is no intelligence left in this creature's eyes.
So
it would probably... So the other creatures look like they are, because they are technically still alive, they do have an intelligence. Like, Zugtamoy would be unaffected.
Yeah.
But the line of rot trolls and corpse flowers around Zugtamoy might be smart enough to be effective if you still wanted to synaptically static them.
I would want to try that.
Okay, so you're going to be able to get a 20-foot radius. You're going to be able to get 2 rot... actually, the rot... Because of how big rot trolls and corpse flowers are, you can only get the 4...
That's fine.
Where do you want to center it? You'll only be able to get 4 creatures. You want to get 4 rot trolls. You want to get like a mix of rot trolls and corpse flowers. You'll only be able to get 4 targets because how big they are.
I would like to go for a mix. See how...
Okay, so you're going to get like the 2 rot trolls and the 2 corpse flowers on the right flank, I guess.
Yes.
So I'm going to have them roll an intelligence saving throw, which they are just narrowly able to do because they're just slightly too smart for this. 13 is what the rot trolls are going to get, and the corpse flowers, they have an intelligence of 7, by the way. They are just narrowly too smart to ignore the save. 4. They both definitely fail. So roll your damage.
Okay. 28.
All right, 28. Okay. They take it, and then they have minus a d6, I think you said?
I think so.
Just
half as much.
rearrange my tokens here and roll 20 so I can track of which ones are the stupid ones.
2-6 on the failed save. And they have metal thoughts. No, that's a failed save.
Yeah, these ones did fail. These 4 all failed.
Oh, great. Yes, they take that, and they have muddled thoughts for 1 minute, and it rolls during that time, for that minute, they roll a d6 and subtract the number rolled down from all its attack rolls and ability checks.
Okay.
And they have to make this.
So they have that, they repeat the save. Yeah. Alright. Is there any way that, like, Sarah flavors this? Is there, like a particular thought muddling their minds?
Like...
Is she just earworming them really good, or...
Like... Kind of like she's trying to miss them away. It's like, shoot.
Okay.
Shoot. That's all I got.
All right, you have done a substantial amount of damage to them. SR, throw your psychic knife and then we'll roll initiative.
All right, identify priority target, Zugtamoy. Shoot knife. All right. I'm going to assume that I've got...
If you are talking SR.
You make a good point. I didn't want you all to have to suffer for my creaky chair. Alright, I'm going straight for Zugtamoya. I'm going to guess I have advantage since I'm invisible.
I did roll perception to see if she could perceive you. Even though she has a plus 11, she rolled a 3 on the die, so.
That is a shame. Oops. Okay, well that's not that good. But that is still a 25.
That probably beats her AC. Let me go ahead and just double check really quick. It does.
Okay. Alright, I got advantage, so it's sneak attack time. So I get to roll all the dice. I'm going to use my dice trigger as well. Alright. I need to suffer through me doing math. Try to make it quick.
Technical difficulties.
It is 49.
All right, 49 damage to Zugtamoy. She takes it.
Okay. Oh, I'm sorry, that's 39. Math is hard sometimes.
Oh, 39, okay. She still takes it. She takes slightly less.
Alright, and then I'm going to use my bonus action to hide behind the ramparts.
All right, roll another stealth check.
Alright. Let's see. 23. Oh, wait, no. I rolled an 8, but I can't roll an 8 because I have, what's it called? Reliable talent. So that's actually a 10. So it is 25.
All right, 25 is going to be the DC to find you. At this point, I need everybody to roll initiative.
Republic City, 1 year after the reign of Kuvira. While the Avatar is away, dealing with the fallout of the Earth Kingdom's coup, life goes on in the city's underground.
People are willing to pay, will kill who they want.
Changes abound, including the introduction of the newest Varric Industries innovation, the firearm.
Well, my finest weapon on the market is the lawman's friend.
A truant airbender.
World peace is my jam. At least one of my jams. I have several groovy jams.
A gunslinging orphan.
You care so much about everyone in a way that I can't even imagine.
And an imperialist diplomat.
The piercing pistols will turn Republic City into a mere stepping stone on the path to greatness.
Band together to navigate the rising tides of the new world. Join them in Moment of Balance, found wherever you listen to your favorite podcasts.
Epi, Diana, I brought you both a cup of tea. It's not Earl Grey, but I think you'll enjoy it.
Oh, I've had your tea, and it's all cups of lies.
First of all, I make the finest tea prestidigitation has to offer. Second of all, this is a new line of teas we'll be serving at the Bard Rock from now on by our partners at Many Worlds Tavern.
Oh, I've heard of them. I'm particularly fond of Sleepy Fields and Golden Root myself.
Well, look, if it's good enough for Diana, it's good enough for me. I'll have a cup of that Farthing Harbor.
Of course! Here you go. And I pour Epi a cup of tea.
Epi, roll perception to determine if the tea is made of lies.
Damn it. That's a natural one.
First of all, you are absolutely convinced Brock used prestidigitation on this tea. Second of all, you feel a wild magic surge inside you, and dozens of thirsty customers appear outside of Brock's food truck right here in the graveyard.
No worries, folks. We have plenty of tea from Many Worlds Tavern for all of you. Try a cup of Sage's Gate or Sacred Spring. Somehow I already have dozens of cups of this already prepared and steeped for this occasion.
Of course you did.
Want to brew some of this delicious tea at home? Just go to http://manyworldsTavern.com/BardRockCafe and use the code BardRockCafe at checkout to save 10% on your order. As always, a portion of your order supports the show. And if you're a coffee drinker like my good friend Armbar, they have options for you there too.
Brock, I'm happy for you and all, but get your food truck and all your customers off my lawn.
Sorry, Dan, I can't hear you. This tea is selling like hotcakes. And so are the hotcakes. Bye, everybody. Epi, we just opened up a gift shop to help raise funds to rebuild the Bard Rock. Look at this fancy new design.
I'd love that on a new t-shirt.
You are transported to a world of t-shirts, all identical. You can feel your sense of self slipping away from you as the shirts reach out and grab you and assimilate.
I cast Dispel Magic.
Epi, where'd you go?
Wild magic. Don't ask, it was terrible. So, where's the gift shop going to be?
Oh, well, we have 2 storefronts, bardrockcafe.redbubble.com and tpublic.com/users/bardrockcafe. So anyone can support the Bard Rock.
You know, the coffee mug is really cute.
And that's not all we sell. We have t-shirts, hoodies, children's apparel, baby
Bard
onesies,
Rock
notebooks,
Cafe's gift shop is now open. Sales go to support the show. So if you want to help out and also get some cool Bard Rock Cafe merch, go check it out.
And that's everything we had so far. Epi, are you listening?
Did you say something?
Alright, so the initiative order is Vaiya, and then Tina, and then the baddies, and then SR, and then Sarah, and then finally Patricia.
Oh. Okay.
And I will say, you all have the ability, you all can, as I will use a bonus action if you want to ask for help from George or any of the other NPCs. Elminster's busy. Elminster's gotten the fuck out of Dodge. He's helping the evacuation. You do not have access to your level 20 wizard. However, if there's anything that the guards and or low-level mages here could do to help you, they're here.
Okay.
Vaiya, you are up.
Wonderful. As Vaiya promised, one wonderful fireball coming up is... I'm going to aim it where it seems most applicable to aim it, hoping that if SR is invisible that I don't hit them.
Don't worry about SR.
Alright, SR, roll a luck check to see how far away from Zugtamoy's forces you are.
Alright. What's a luck check?
Just a flat d20 roll. High roll, you have high luck. Low roll, you have bad luck.
I have bad luck. It's a 4.
So, what is the radius on Fireball, and where are you centering it? Zugtamoy is in roughly the center back flank of her forces.
Okay.
Fireball's at 20.
Higher level just means higher damage. It doesn't increase the radius, so it's a 20-foot radius sphere centered on a point.
Okay. Yeah, so, to put things in perspective for you, Zugtamoy they're all size category large, so they'll take up 10-foot squares. So Zugtamoy is in the back flank, and then the next flank is a row of rot trolls. And then on either side of the rot trolls are 2 corpse flowers. And then in front of them, also size category large, 6 tree ants. So you can get 2 rows with a 20-foot radius, right?
Yeah, 20-foot radius.
20-foot radius. So you can get all 3 rows. The question is, are you furthering it far enough to the side to get any corpse flowers, or are you centering it where you're going to get Zugtamoy too?
Corpse flowers are
Zugtamoy is notably the only thing that is not vulnerable to fire here. Oh, and actually, no, the trolls aren't either. They have fire aversion, I think.
Yeah, I mean, corpse flowers are pretty dangerous, I think. I'm pretty sure Vaiya would probably know that. So she's going to try to get them in this as well, and she is casting this at 4th level.
Okay.
So she'll go ahead and she'll
right.
They have to make a dexterity saving throw.
All right, so what you're going to do is, if you're trying to get corpse flowers, there's two on either side, so you can't get all 4.
Left.
So you're going to go after the ones we already softened up. That's what I figured. Okay, so we're going to do some dex saves. I'm just going to do dex save by enemy type, pass or fail, for better or worse. The 2 corpse flowers fail with a 9. The 2 rot trolls that are in that area... No, radius. You should be able to get all 4 rot trolls on that side, so I'll get you all 4 of those. They're going to make a dex save. 16 is probably lower than your DC.
I believe so. Where is it on D&D Beyond? Yeah, it is.
Okay, and 2 of those had a minus D6, so they would definitely have failed anyway. And then finally, Zugtamoy, who has 1 legendary resistance left, I think. Actually, no, she was immune to the thing. She didn't need to use it. Okay, and then Zugtamoy's gonna make a dex save. Zugtamoy also failed. She's just gonna eat the fireball.
Okay. That will be 9d6 since it's being upcast at level 4.
Okay. Oh, she resists fire because she's a demon, that's right. You'd think they would have made the mushroom demon not resistant to fire, but that's me, I guess.
37 fire damage on a fail, and then half of that on a pass.
All right, so they all fail, but Zugtamoy does resist, so...
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Wait, I'm missing a d6. 39 on a fail. 30. And half of that on a pass.
Okay.
We had 1 d6 try to escape.
Oh, we did the same amount of damage.
Nice.
We're comrades now.
Is that how that works? I like that.
I think so.
I mean, hopefully you're already comrades.
No. It's only if you do the same amount of damage. That's
yeah, I mean, you've only seen me for like a couple seconds, so I don't know how we would be otherwise.
Yeah, I was like, what?
There's a difference between being a comrade and ally mechanically in 5e now, I guess.
Patricia
I
is
don't
like...
know if I'd call us allies.
You are not enemies.
Entirely convinced that you're there.
Right, we're just like a figment of our imagination.
Like, you just left.
Every once in a while, a knife just appears and is gone, and then nothing else happens.
It could be a magical construct for all we know. It's just something that follows one of us around. And you said on a bonus...
I am a magical construct.
A bonus action, we can summon help.
Yeah, you can... Bonus action, you can ask George, the guards, and there's a handful of other low-level casters, like... They look like the equivalent of apprentice casters to do things. So, like, if there's if you think they could do something other than evacuate people, there's something you think they could do to help. If you want to ask for the help action or whatever, you can also ask them to get out of danger because they are all roughly challenge rating 5.
Have them cast haste on me.
Let me see if an apprentice has the spell haste.
Well, he can't see me, so it's kind of moot. But one day, maybe.
All right, the apprentice wizard stop block. Let's see what it's got.
Do they have summon creatures? Can we get some dinosaurs up in the mix?
I'm pretty sure they don't.
Had to ask.
So here they have... Oh, they got rid of a lot of their spells in the Morgan Cadence by just giving them an arcane burst. Mage Hand, Prestidigitation, Burning Hands, Disguise Self, Mage Armor.
That's disappointing.
I know.
Mage Armor.
Wait, can you cast Mage Armor on me? No, right? That's self only.
Have them just cast...
You can cast Mage Armor on a target, but...
Yeah, they could just.
I think Mage Armor is slightly better than my armor. I want them to buff me, really, but I need my bonus action. So if you guys have extra bonus actions, have them buff me.
You'll have to make yourself visible.
Yeah,
I'm kind of visible. I'm hiding from things from the front. I'm behind the ramparts. If you're behind the ramparts, I think you can
literally are mechanically invisible.
If I knew you existed, I would have offered you food and maybe coffee, which could be.
I don't eat or drink, so.
Patricia thinks that you've just buggered off and are a complete coward and is immediately like, that bastard.
Let me buff you.
I think I need my bonus action for anything, so I'll go ahead and use my bonus action to ask for help, just to get us some additional assistance. It doesn't sound like the apprentices are useful, and I feel like Vaiya wouldn't necessarily want them to be in danger, so more than they already are putting themselves in danger. So the other option was guards and this other guy?
Yeah, George. I'm trying to find an appropriate stat level for George the mycologist. Okay. Where are the monsters here? I feel like he is... What kind of wizard would a mushroom guy be? I have conjurer, diviner, enchanter...
Transfiguration, maybe?
Transmuter wizard it is.
Does he... Okay, I was like, if he gets high off of them, we could make an argument for divination.
Or necromancy, since they feed off dead tissue.
Alright, so he has some stuff here.
I just want that portent.
Most notably, he has... where's his spell list? He has Fireball! Hold person, knock, mage armor, polymorph, and slow.
Hey, wizard meet wizard, do you want to help us?
He's got slow but not haste.
That's what they gave him. I didn't build the stat block. George's like, oh yeah, no, I forgot I can cast spells that aren't examining mushrooms. Give me a second. Pulls out a spell book, starts flipping through it. Fireball, I got Fireball. I learned that, I took a single class in evocation when I was studying here at the college.
That's all you need.
Stop talking. Stop talking. Start casting. I'm just holding up my hands.
Okay. All right. Where is the spell save DC here? It is 14. So I'm going to roll 4 more. He's just going to blast the exact group of people that Vaiya did. Zugtamoy passes with a 15 because his DC's not as high. The corpse flowers are not vulnerable to fire. Interesting. I have to check that earlier. They pass with a 16, and the rot trolls pass with a 17. They roll much better against George. So George is going to roll 8d8 really quick, or 68 because he passes the base level because he's not fancy. No, not 1d6. Oh my gosh. That's what we're going to roll. It is 8d6. Okay. Do not roll 8d20s, roll 20. He does 34 damage to them. Everyone passed, and apparently none of them are vulnerable to fire, so they're going to take 17 damage each. So Zugtamoy is going to take 8 damage.
Neat. And that's Vaiya's turn.
George has one more fireball in him for the day.
Whose turn
next,
is it?
I was going to say next is Tina. I'm updating stat block, sorry.
No, I forgot.
No, it's my job to remind you. I have to update the HP of 8 monsters.
Yeah, that's for real. Yeah, no, that's totally fine whenever you're ready.
Now, if I may ask, Khadeja, do you have any buff spells? You're a paladin, right?
I have some stuff. I have some things.
All right, eventually I'll fail a hide check, and then...
Yeah, I'll be able to bestow hope and vitality and stuff.
SR, you could telepathically tell people where you are.
Oh, that's true. I can tell you, as a telepathic reaction, exactly where I am. Yeah, what does Bestow Hope do?
Oh my god, what did I just do? Sorry, 1 second. Where the heck did I go? Beacon of Hope. I choose a creature.
Mm-hmm.
You have advantage on wisdom saving throws and death saving throws.
That's disappointing. Well, we'll think about it for a future turn.
Sounds good. Alright. All good?
Yeah, I'm ready for your turn whenever. I'm just trying to get George to populate while I'm waiting for you.
Okay, cool. So what I was gonna do, alright, because from what I understand, there's Zugtamoy, there's rows in front of her and around her. I kind of want to cast Guardian of Faith.
Okay.
Right in front of Zugtamoy, or whatever's in front of her.
Okay, so basically there's 3 flanks of monsters. The second flank is the rot trolls and the corpse flowers. They're directly in front of her.
Yeah.
What does Guardian of Faith do for the audience?
So Guardian of Faith places a large spectral guardian that, hovers for the duration of its existence in a space that I choose, right? So it's like a big glowing thing. And then if any creature hostile to me goes within 10 feet of it, it has to do a dex saving throw. And on a failed save, it's 20 radiant damage. But the thing is, the Guardian will vanish once it's dealt 60 damage.
Yeah, okay, so basically what you're going to do is you're going to pick monsters, because what's going to happen is all the baddies share a turn. So wherever you're going to center it, there's going to be 3 it's going to do 20 damage to 3 monsters and then disappear.
Yeah.
So pick...
Yeah, unless they, pass the save.
Yeah, well, even if they pass the save, they take half damage, which means you'll get 6 monsters.
Yeah.
It's going to do a bunch of damage once.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so just pick which monsters you want to mess up in particular.
Let me choose the treants.
Okay, the tree. You just put it in front of the tree ants because they are marching towards these walls. You're gonna get You're gonna get them. So,
yay!
Perfect. So you put it basically you created a big What does your spirit guardian of faith look like?
It's a symbol. It's like a gleaming sword and shield that just hovers there.
Oh, okay. It's the Pokemon Aegislash. Got it.
Yes, that's exactly what I thought of. I'm like, it is a Pokemon.
That's so cool.
I just summoned a Pokemon to help us.
I choose you.
All right, cool. So that
sword and shield.
So that is standing bulwark between the. Yep. All right, so that is Tina's action. Do you have anything you want to do with your bonus action?
I think I'm on top of everything. I think I want to lower myself down.
Okay, that's just
right in front of it.
Okay, that's just using your movement. I'm going to say you have to lower a rope, which is fine. It's just an item in a rack. So yeah, you lower a rope down, you climb it. They don't want to put a ladder out because then the siege monsters just climb.
No, that's for real. I thought I'd have to jump down, but if I can rope down, that's good.
Yeah. Yeah, that's
and
true.
If
but you
I
have half speed while climbing, so yeah, you're going to... It's 20 feet down. I'll let you have the extra, 10 feet, whatever. So yeah, you get down to within not taking fall damage distance and drop down the rest. That's how you get your movement out of there. You are at the base of the wall.
There's my movement, and then I just like to... I had my javelins out, so I'm switching it up for my my hammer.
Okay.
My mace. I'm sorry, my mace.
That's right. You're a mace person. That's right. In my mind, all dwarf, paladin, clerics just wield hammers.
Yeah, I know, but I have a mace of disruption.
Yep. Hashtag not all dwarfs.
Yeah, that's right. So I think that's it for me. I'm just readying in front of the rampart.
Okay. So
Come and get me.
At the end of your turn, I remembered the Zugtamoy has legendary actions. Okay, so so what she's going to do is she's going to use her Zugtamoy charm ability, infest spores. So she's going to actually no, she can't use any of her legendary actions because she can attack or she can exert a will on a creature charmed by her. She does not have the ability to do anything until they are charmed or within melee range. So no legendary actions this turn for the bad guys.
Okay.
So close. So instead, what she's going to do is start her turn. Those tree ants are going to make some. Just as a group, they're going to make the save for Guardian of Faith, which is what kind of save?
It's a dex save. Oh my god, where did I just put it?
Tree ants are so good at dexterity saves, you guys. Yeah, they rolled a 12. So the first 3 tree ants, the ones in the exact center, are going to take 20 damage each, and your guardian's going to disperse.
Thanks, bro.
Aegis Slash salutes you with its sword as the saluting arm.
Oh, that's kind. Thanks, buddy.
At that point, the tree ants are going to advance. They're going to, with their movement speed, get right up against the walls and start pummeling them. I will say that there's a single tree ant is lined up with Tina, who's the only creature that is between them and the wall. But first, we're going to do some slam attacks on the walls. Tree ants are siege monsters. They automatically deal max damage doubled if they land a hit on the wall. Stone has an AC of 10 as an inanimate object. So I'm just going to roll to hit on a bunch of these melee attacks to see if they can break some holes in these walls. 25 is going to hit. 22. Natural 1 will not. One of these tree ants just fucking misses a wall somehow.
Space too wide.
Their eyes are gone.
Alright, all the other hits, I just rolled for 5 of the 6 tree ants, total of 10 rolls. All but one, the one with the natural 1, were above 10 and hit. So they're going to deal, the maximum damage for this is 24, so they're going to deal 48 damage. The wall, any given section, has 100 HP. So they just have the wall's HP before they blow a hole in for the invading force. Tina, one of these things, you're in the way.
Oops.
Yep, so it's going to take 2 slam attacks on Tina. 17.
Let's see what.
17 to hit?
Nope, doesn't hit.
Okay. 22 to hit.
That does hit.
All right, Tina, you are going to take 20 bludgeoning damage.
Oh, bam, 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 bam. I took it.
The rot trolls. First of all, Zugtamoy is going to use her action to... she's going to try and figure out where the fuck the guy who threw that knife at her is. So she's going to cast Locate Creature. She now knows exactly where the fuck you are.
That's cheating.
Oops.
She knows where I am, but she can't see me. She just knows the space that I'm in.
That's fine. She's going to order 4 of her rot trolls. Would Vaiya like to use Counterspell to counter Zugtamoy casting Locate Creature?
SR89 telepathically cheers her on.
Ooh,
it's up to you. It's your reaction and your spell slot.
It is my reaction. No, I feel like there's bigger things I could do with my reaction. Unfortunately, I'm sorry.
Okay.
I counter.
Oh, you have Counterspell, Sarah. Okay.
SR89 records this slight for later.
I just smell bullshittery.
I'm just like, the sneak attack. We gotta make sure.
Most of my class features are reactions, so that's the only reason why.
Yeah.
That's
okay,
fair.
Sarah, what level are you casting Counterspell at?
3rd.
Roll a Charisma check for me.
Okay. Ooh, 12.
Charisma.
12? 12 is not high enough. You fail to counter the 4th level spell.
No, I should bardic.
Yeah, so they still know where SR is, so 4 rot trolls are going to surround the square that SR is occupying.
All right.
The 4 rot trolls are going to take attacks at you with disadvantage. They just know where you are vaguely. You're still invisible.
Vaguely.
So they're going to make 1 bite and 2 claw attacks on you each at disadvantage.
50% miss chance isn't a thing anymore, right? That's too bad.
No, so this first one rolled 2 22s to hit you, so it's going to hit with... 22, I imagine, hits you?
It does.
Okay, so you're going to take 13 piercing damage, and then I'm going to give you... Because the necrotic damage is... So because this is like flavored as disease, and you're immune to disease, I'm going to make you take half the necrotic damage. So 11 necrotic and 13 piercing for 24 total.
All right. Nah, I'll use my reaction to take half of that, so I'll take 12.
Okay.
With my uncanny dodge. Actually, I can't... Oh, no, I can. It's if I can't see them, I can't use uncanny dodge. All right, minus 12. All right.
Yeah.
I hope that the other ones don't hit me quite so well.
22 is the lower of the 2 numbers. So the claw attack is going to deal 11 slashing and only 3 necrotic, halved to 1.
Okay, so 12.
So, yes. And then another claw attack, natural 1. That troll is done. I was going to make 2 trolls go after you. I feel like 4 would be overdoing it. I underestimated how good their plus to hit is after disadvantage.
I was going to say, it's pretty impressive, even with a disadvantage.
Yeah. So this one would have rolled a natural 20 if not for disadvantage. So 25 to hit.
That's a hit.
Which is 11 piercing and 1 necrotic.
Okay.
I can't reduce 1.
So 12 again. All right, that's my third 12 so far.
All right. And then it's claw attack. Wow, these things would do... What is their plus to hit? Plus 8. That means they're still rolling pretty well.
Because they're rolling, but they're still hitting me with advantage of plus 8. That's pretty unlikely.
It rolled a 21 and a 20.
All right. 20 hits.
So it's going to reel 15 slashing, and after having it, 3 necrotic.
Okay.
And then the last of the rot troll attacks on you. 11 will not hit. Oh, sorry, 10 will not hit you. It was an 11 and a 10. There we go. Law average is eventually caught up for you.
All right.
Now, these things normally have a necrotic rancid degeneration aura because they basically smell so bad and otherwise mutant aura of rot. You are Warforged. I'm going to make you immune to that.
Yeah, I don't think I have a nose.
Yeah, like these things basically, it's basically an aura of disease is why I picked them for this. You are immune to disease. You don't smell things. There's no reason you should take the necrotic damage from being near a diseased thing.
It makes sense to me.
Yep, so the other ones are going to... They don't have a ranged attack, so I'm going to just roll their bite and... they would give them a single attack and just treat it like them throwing a rock at the people on the rampart. So 1 random rock at Patricia. 15 to hit Patricia?
It does hit Patricia. Ow.
Okay. So you're going to take... I'm going to ignore the necrotic that's rolling here. Just 10 bludgeoning damage.
Ow!
Vaiya, 1 rock coming at you.
Mm-hmm.
11 probably does not hit you.
It does not.
Should I roll concentration for that or no?
Oh, yeah. I mean, you can't... Yes, roll concentration. The DC is 10.
Okay.
I forgot you were concentrating on Firewall.
Nah, it's cool. I was wondering. What do I add to concentration? Sorry.
It's a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, gotcha. Great. I'm glad I added.
And the DC is either 10 or half the damage you received, whichever is higher.
12.
You're fine.
Yay.
All right, so one of the rot trolls points at Vaiya like, I missed. Can you try? And so it's going to... The second rot troll of the... There are 8 of them, and I've had... This is going to be the 6th one to act, so this one's going to attempt to throw a rock at Vaiya.
Okay.
25, I think, probably hits Vaiya.
Yeah. Yeah, it does.
But it's only 6 bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
These things throwing rocks is not as effectual as them getting up in your face.
I'm seeing that.
Yeah, because they don't do the extra necrotic damage because they aren't hitting you with their rancid claws and whatever. I probably should... That's why I was having you have. And then the very last one of these is going to see Sarah on the wall and throw a rock at Sarah. 12 probably does not hit Sarah.
Does not hit.
Okay, corpse flowers have a reach of 10 feet. It's not going to help anyone. Oh, they have spider climb, though. So they're going to get right up on the walls, and they are going to climb.
I hate that.
Ew.
Yeah, whoa.
Yep, so now there are corpse flowers on either side of you all on the ramparts. Two next to... There's 3 of you on the rampart. Who do you think's in the center, the right, and the left?
I'm in the center, most likely, because I'm maintaining this firewall.
I think there's just 2, because I climbed down.
No, it's Sarah and Vaiya and Patricia.
Oh,
sorry. You and SR are down on the ground in front of the wall.
Yeah.
Of course, Vaiya can also fly, so it's also kind of a moot point for Vaiya wants to not be on the wall.
Right, exactly. I was just about to say. I feel like Vaiya would be on the left.
Okay. Patricia and Sarah, decide amongst yourselves who gets the safety from the corpse flowers of the center.
I feel like I would be wherever is the best place to hold a firewall. So
I feel like you'd be in the center actually because you're protecting everybody from the bombardment of explosions.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm holding this firewall up.
Yep. So there's 2 corpse flowers within reach of Sarah and 2 within reach of Vaiya. They only have 20 feet of movement, so they did have to use the dash action to get to the wall and climb it. So they are not acting this turn. That is the baddies. Nobody is in melee range of the rot trolls besides the guy who's immune to their rot. So at this point, we're going to go to SR. It is now officially your turn.
I'm guessing that if I teleport, I am going to break my hide. Yeah, because I'm going to be in a different spot. All right. So here's where I need you to describe the environment again. Is there somewhere like a rooftop or something I could get to that would be out of treant beating me range?
Tree ants you're not worried about. I think you mean the
rot trolls. I'm sorry.
Yes. So they are large creatures. If you look around, there are... How far can you teleport?
It depends.
So if you were to get substantially away from the battlefield, more than 60 feet from the fray, you see like little barns and farmhouses kind of off in the distance behind where Zugtamoy passed?
Yeah. So I could... Let's see.
Actually, do me a favor really quick and roll a perception check as you survey this area behind Zugtamoy.
All right. Yeah, it's random how far I can teleport, so we're going to have to see. In the meantime, yes, perception. Another low roll. These dice are failing me tonight. So that's a 19 total.
With a 19 total, because you are reliably talented, I assume.
I have expertise, yeah.
Yeah, perfect.
Oh, I didn't. No, I forgot about that. So it's actually a 23.
Yeah, with a 23, you realize, first of all, you have to remember in your mind, if the towns were disappearing, why was everybody disappearing when it was just the mushroom cloud of Zugtamoy? And then you look and you see a whole bunch of people possessed by mushrooms. Different humanoids, different types. Off in the distance, waiting for Zugtamoy to clear this wall. She brought an army of mushroom zombies. Zombie colloquially meaning people controlled by mushrooms, not actually undead.
Mm-hmm.
Like, there's just an army of humanoids of different... Like, if you can imagine a humanoid stat block, it's possessed by mushrooms. So if you go out in that area, there's actually a whole bunch of other stuff that's more concerning than the enemies you're fighting now.
All right, well, I won't go that way. All right, so I'm going to... I guess I'm going to roll to teleport. So basically, I roll my die, and then I can travel 10 times that many feet. So let's just do that first.
Okay.
50.
Yeah, 50 feet. You can safely get behind Zugtamoy and all of the mooks. Only Zugtamoy knows where you are.
Yeah, she could just direct them to where I am.
That's true, but they're going to have to use their movement. So, like, at 50 feet, if you were to... Right now, you are basically 20 feet from Zugtamoy. Like,
I'm also hoping to break her concentration so that she doesn't know where I am anymore.
Okay, that's fair. Yeah, like... I will say, like, you intuit the trolls have a speed of 30 feet. You can intuit by how far they've been moving. You are able to teleport out of their movement range unless they dash.
I can do that, and I still have my normal move, so I can get 80 feet.
Yeah, exactly. So, yeah, if you pick a direction, like, basically, there's just farmland and crops and myriad farm structures.
My hope was, so there's no, like, roof to the nothing higher than the, well, wait, what is Khadeja standing on top of?
I mean, Khadeja's just on the ground. Yeah, she was on the ramparts. She lowered herself down to the ground. So adjacent to the ramparts, there are like guard towers, like another 10 feet higher.
Yeah. How are they going to... How is a large creature going to get onto a guard tower? I guess they could climb, but they're not going to know where I am anymore. All right, let me just teleport...
The tree ants can also just punch the guard tower down because they're siege monsters.
Yeah. It'll be fine. I don't think she hates me that much. I'm going to teleport into one of the guard towers.
I mean, you did deal the most damage to her, so...
I did the same amount the fireball did.
True.
That's true. You've stabbed her, though. That feels personal.
I'm sure it does. All right, well, we'll see how she likes the stabbing. So I'm going to teleport there, so that's one of my psionic power dice down. And then SR89 is very disappointed that he couldn't outdamage a 4th level fireball last round, so I'm going to use Sharpshooter this time. Despite not having advantage, so I'm sure that'll work out for me well. And then I'm going to shoot a Psychic Knife at Zugtamoy. Okay, that was a terrible roll. Tell me, does a 19 hit?
19 just barely hits her. Her AC, since you are so close, I'll let everyone know, is 18.
Okay. Then I don't need... I could have used another die to increase my attack roll, but I didn't need to.
Does it...
Oh, wait, yes, I do need to, because I'm -5, so I actually rolled a 14. I am going to use one of my psychic dice to add an extra d10 to my attack roll.
Doesn't Rogue have that feature, like as a class action, where if you're not moving, you have advantage anyway? So you don't need to be hidden?
I think that's just the swashbuckler or something.
No, I definitely don't have a feature like that.
There's also the steady aim feature. You can use your bonus action to give yourself advantage on the attack. That's what they gave a lot of rogues, and I think Tasha's to make it easier to get your advantage.
That's what I'm thinking of.
Normally I would be hidden and I would have advantage, or one of you would be in melee range and I would get a sneak attack that way. But none of those things apply right now. If one of you wants to get into melee range, that would be something that would be helpful. Okay, alright, I got a 9 extra, so I do hit her.
Okay, now you hit Zugtamoy.
Alright. So, that's another one of those dice down, and my damage is not going to be nearly as exciting without the sneak attack. But
I will roll the con save in anticipation of your damage, and I will. Once I know your damage, I'll know what the check is.
Alright, so it is 22. Not bad.
22, so half of that is 11. She rolled a 6. She no longer knows who you are.
Well, except I'm in a guard tower, not hiding, and I use my bonus action, so I can't hide again.
She no longer magically knows who you are.
She cannot no longer magically discern my location. And I did slightly less damage last time. I'm sure her anger at me has faded. Alright, that's the end of my turn.
That's true. You're now just in rock throwing range with everybody else.
Yeah, but next turn I'm going to do a lot more, but she doesn't need to know that.
Oh, but actually one thing, though, you are at the height level of the gas force.
Am I?
Yes, because they were... You're 10 feet higher. Everybody else is 5 feet below their blast radius, so you are in their blast radius. It'll be
That's going to be interesting.
Is my firewall not enough there? Sorry, just checking.
Well, so the issue with your wall is they have they die and they have a blast radius of 20 feet. So basically what I did is I put your wall is 20 feet above everybody else, so like 15 feet above everyone else. So like they're blowing up before they get close enough to hit everybody.
I see. So you're above
SR
my
is 10
umbrella.
feet physically higher.
Okay.
Yes, he's might be still below your umbrella, but he's the level below your umbrella where the blast still gets past the fire because it's not prevented by the physical wall. Clear to the mind, he is close enough that the blast radius passing through your wall of fire still damages him. His range is...
Aha!
Anyway.
But, one side of the wall, when selected when you cast, deals 5d8 fire damage to each creature ends its turn within 10 feet, so isn't it like setting them off right now, or are they staying outside that range?
So the gas spores are constantly bombarding you all. At initiative 20, they enter the area that triggers the wall, they take the damage, and then they explode.
But the wall gives me an extra 10 feet of protection beyond the actual height of the wall, right? So aren't I still within it?
Right. So the wall is being used as an umbrella shield, so it's above everybody. So it was 15 feet above everybody else. It's 5 feet above you. So these things are taking damage 15 feet away from you when they get near the firewall. You are in a 20-foot blast radius. You are 5 feet too close.
I see. Well, that'll be interesting.
That happens in initiative count 20, though, so nothing to worry about this minute.
Mm-hmm.
Is that SR's turn?
It is.
Sarah, you're up.
Okay. So, I sound like I'm more fixated on the two corpse flowers that are crawling up the wall in front of me. Are those the
That would make sense to me.
Yeah. Were those the same or the same?
Those are the two
that I hit.
All right, so we said Vaiya is on the left or right?
We said Vaiya's on the left.
So Vaiya is near the two that are damaged. The two you are facing are fresh.
Okay, cool. Great. So Tina and SSI are in this, sound like the almost center. Could I do a straight down Eldritch Blast upon them? From the top, from where I can see them?
You're Eldritch Blasting the corpse flowers that are right next to you on the wall?
Yeah.
Yeah, I will say that they are more than 5 feet away from you at the moment, so you are not at disadvantage on that. So yes, Eldritch Blast them. Presumably one of them a bunch of times.
Yes, because it's 3 beams, and I was trying to think if it needs to be... Yep. Roll 3 times for that. Or if I roll 3 times of damage. So that's a 28. That's a nat 20.
Alright, so nat 20 is going to obviously hit. So roll your damage, then we're going to roll 2d100 on... It sounds like you're doing Eldritch Blast. I'm assuming you're part Warlock.
I took that as a magical secret.
It's an arcane secret? Okay, cool. Bard table it is. Just double checking, because if you were Eldritch Blasting and a Warlock, I was obviously going to give you the Warlock table.
Oh, no. I don't think some people hook up with...
That's fine. No, it's fine. I'm just double checking. Bard table, my favorite.
Yeah.
But first, damage.
All right.
And remember, so you're going to roll double the damage dice. Or it's going to roll for you. I forgot it does that.
Oh my god, my brain is dumb tonight.
Yeah, so that's 18. 10 on the first D10 and an 8 on the second D10.
Yes, 18.
Okay, so that's 18. I'm doing math now. There we go. All right, and now roll 2d100 for me.
One of them was a 52, and...
Okay, 52 would be bad for you. What's the other one?
67.
67, okay. All right, so these are both bad. Which would you like, 52 or 67?
67.
All right, all creatures within 60 feet of you need to make a performance check. You also need to make one. So roll a performance check, and then I'm going to have... 60 feet of you is going to be all the monsters. So I'm just going to have them all share a performance roll, so just to be charisma. Fortunately, most of them are bad.
A flash bomb suddenly appears.
All right, how did you do, Sarah?
29.
29, okay. Okay, so everybody, including SR, because that's our move back. Everybody, including Zugtamoy, roll a performance check. You're trying to beat a 29, which might not be possible for most of you.
Oh, no.
I don't think I could roll a 29 on an untrained charisma check.
I can't. Literally fail.
That's good. That's fine. Yeah, no, nobody is capable of beating Sarah's 29. Sarah, you take no psychic damage from people beating you in a... Actually, Zugtamoy might be able to. Zugtamoy rolled an 18. Yeah, so no, you take no psychic damage from nobody beating you in a charisma check, as everybody spontaneously has a 6-second dance-off.
So, it's a step off.
Yeah, for the audience, all creatures within 60 feet of Sarah made a performance check, and she would have taken 1d6 psychic damage for each creature who beat her total.
I mean, is there a chance...
There's a lot of creatures.
I see what Sarah's saying. Is there a chance the corpse flowers fell off the wall when they were dancing?
No, they're just doing that standstill shimmy that like unconfident white people do at dance.
Oh,
because they're flowers, they don't know how to dance.
Oh,
except for like, not including that one flower from Little Shop of Horrors. Obviously, that one can dance. And Groot. Anyway, you roll your other 2 Eldritch Blast attacks now.
Cool.
19 will hit, and a 24 will hit.
7 and a 2 for 9.
Okay, the corpse flower that's closest to you takes all that damage.
Cool.
It is very unhappy. It passed the bloody threshold a little while ago, because George fireballed the fuck out of it.
Good.
You do still have your bonus action, which as a bard, you have lots of choices for.
Yeah, I'm gonna point over to my center roommate. I'm like, "You're center stage. I love your dance moves. You really got a great groove in your knees, and I really respect that. Keep it up." Just a little dab.
Alright, is that you flavoring like a bardic inspiration for somebody, or?
My bardic for Michelle.
Okay. Michelle, yes. Patricia has a bardic inspiration now, which at this level is like a D10 or maybe a 12.
D12, if I remember her correctly.
Oh, heck. Hell yeah.
Yes.
Very nice.
D12.
I think when Patricia did her dance, it was like, I don't know, it was like weirdly enough, kind of like an electric slide.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Groovy.
It wasn't
All right.
good. I got like a 4, but I tried.
But you had spirit.
I'm also carrying a large turtle, so I feel like,
That's true.
I was probably distracted by the turtle. Let's be honest.
Yes.
And that has good bardic inspiration play because it's now Patricia's turn.
All right. Okay, so I'm maintaining concentration on this. First things first, I'm going to use my bonus action to bring up a spirit totem. I'm going to use a hawk. So basically, the spirit creates an aura in a 30-foot radius around that point and can be moved up to 60 feet as a bonus action. I think the best one I can probably use here is hawk. So I can use my reaction to get an ally an advantage on attack. And I give everybody advantage on perception within that aura. So that happens. If I use it...
SR now is going to reliably have advantage now, at least.
Yes, on perception, and I can give you advantage if you don't hit. The other thing I'm going to do... how many creatures are within 30 feet of me? Everyone's undead, right?
No.
Okay.
We are referring to them as zombies because they're being controlled they're basically brain dead. But they are technically all living creatures controlled by Zugtamoy's mushrooms. Zugtamoy is a lifeless shell being controlled by germs and is not mechanically an undead.
Okay, that helps me figure it out. So I'm maintaining concentration on this. What creatures can I see within 30 feet of me?
Within 30 feet of you, all of your allies, the corpse flowers on either side of you are roughly within 30 feet. The tree ants at the base of the wall, and I think that the row of rot trolls are just nearly on the 30-foot cusp.
Okay.
Zugtamoy is slightly out of range of 30 feet.
Why is everything so concentraty? Why did I choose all the concentration spells? Oh, let me see.
Hazards of a Druid.
I'm going... I know, Druid, Cleric life, you know. Everyone's doing okay, health-wise?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool.
I can hear SR screaming in pain.
I only have half my health, if that's what you mean by okay.
Oh, do you want some help with that?
That would be wonderful.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and cast... Oh, wait, I can't see you.
You can. I had to reveal myself to escape.
Oh, okay, great. I can see you. All right, I'm going to...
There's not proof that he exists.
Oh, God.
Yes. If only for a 1 6 second
You came
round.
back! You terrible person. You just came back all of a sudden. All right, I'm going to give you Channel Divinity, Preserve Life. I'm just going to use my action for that, and you have now 20 HP left back on your...
I was going to say, man, you knocked me down even further. Okay.
You have 20 HP left. No, not left, but you have 20 HP on top of what you got. So, darn it, I was like, if they're all undead, I could, like, have Patricia hold up, like, just a pamphlet on, like, safe sex and just, like, start yelling at them, but that's unfortunately not the thing that's gonna work here. So, I guess I just sort of look over at this Warforged who disappeared, but appears to actually have been doing work, and so I just... We kind of like do that thing like in Fast and Furious where I make eye contact with you and then I just nod, you know, approvingly. And then you just feel like a little zap of vitality and like the sup. Yes. And then you also see Grumblesby look at you and also nod in a grumpy turtle way.
SR89 is deeply confused but appreciates the healing.
So Patricia, I'm going to, because you have faced Zugtamoy and her mushroom ilk before, and because there are fungally transmitted STDs, I'm going to let you roll a raw luck check, just a d20 check to see if you have any antifungal medication that can be weaponized against these mushroom-controlled monsters.
Somewhere in the bottom of my backpack might be some, like, athlete's foot cream.
You gotta have some, like, metronidazole in there or
Yeah,
something.
yeah, you have like a spray bottle of Tenactin or something.
Oh my god.
This podcast not brought to you by Tenactin.
Yeah, wow.
Smooth.
I got a 13.
With a 13, you realize you have like a mostly used antifungal cream thing. You think if someone had a way to weaponize the spell, you might be able to do something to one creature. You're not sure exactly, but if you guys have a creative way to use that roughly 2 ounces of antifungal cream, go for it.
I have a travel size tube of antifungal cream.
If she rolled
that
higher
I give to kids.
on that, would she have gotten more antifungal cream?
Yes, I think the threshold would have been like, I think anything up to 15, I would have given the 2 ounces. 16 to 19, I would have given her probably a reasonable size tube and or a spray bottle.
Could
a
I
natural
use my
20 would
bardic
have
on
been
this?
very impressive.
I was gonna ask if you wanted me to use my chronal shift on you for this.
I will let you use your bardic inspiration. Yes.
I'm gonna use bardic for this. So you can save your chronal shift, but that's a great. Yeah, that's a good one because I think. Okay, so that's a 19.
All right, so with a 19, you have basically a pepper spray, but Tenactin. It will. I'm going to let you just if you spray that on any of the creatures controlled by the mushrooms that gets within 10 feet of you, I'm going to let you just roll 4d10s of antifungal damage.
Oh my god!
So you've got athlete's foot spray essentially.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, you got 3 uses of antifungal pepper spray.
You have Bactine.
I was gonna say you could use it like poison on your blade.
Is it possible to like? I look over at our Warforged, who is very dexterous. Like, would it be better to give them the fungal spray and then they can just go ham? Or should I be like spraying arrows or something?
No, you tell me what you want to do with this. I told you what base level you could do it if they got invaded with you. If you want to like coat arrows, which I don't think anyone's shooting arrows. SR's just shooting psychic knives.
Okay. I was just wondering if I gave it to SR.
You want to give it to Tina and Tina just spray it on her blade? Go for it.
Yeah, I was gonna say using it as like a contact poison on the mace makes more sense because I can't really put it on my non-existent knives.
Okay, as an object interaction, can I spray the mace?
Yeah, if you want to just reach out and drop the can down to the bottom, Tina at the bottom of the wall, she's basically right below you.
I look over and I yell, "Here, use this! I got it at the last bodega in Waterdeep before it closed."
Okay, so Tina, I would let you coat your mace. Your mace will just deal an additional 3d6 damage per hit, but it's not going to go after one hit. So any creature that's not Zugtamoy herself, you do an additional 3d6 of antifungal damage, for lack of a better way to put it. And
Did
never
that,
hit
awesome. Did that use up the entire spray bottle?
The spray bottle?
Did that use up the entire spray bottle?
No, that's just one. The one thick coat is that. She has 2 more spray bottle uses if she wants to.
So you can.
But it is at the bottom of the wall. So you guys want to keep like passing it around like that playing card in that one movie. It's going to require more object interacts.
Yeah, I feel like if we want to try throwing it around, that could be fun.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I got it right now.
You have the power / antifungal cream.
Oh my goodness.
Antifungal spray. Okay, that is my turn.
This isn't just me spitefully giving us Tenactin after Kenny wouldn't let us do this against Zugtamoy the first time at all.
Oh, and by the way, there is a big glowing green hawk just kind of floating. I guess because I'm from the swamp, it looks like an egret. So it's just a big old egret.
Neat.
Cool. Just kind of standing there because it's huge and it's got long legs. So it's just this big bird standing up there. Maybe it's yellow. Maybe it's glowing yellow. It's a big bird that's yellow.
A big bird that's yellow.
A big yellow egret. And
for some reason, it keeps trying to teach kids how to read.
Oh, I was thinking of big birds too.
I have a kid right now, and she loves Sesame Street. So, yeah, felt like that'd be good. Good little homage.
All right, is that it for Patricia?
That's everything. I feel like I did a lot, so I'm content.
You did. So that was a very fun turn. All right, so initiative count 20. I need SR to make a saving throw. Let me just open back up the gas board to make sure I'm doing the right. I believe it's a dexterity saving throw.
I hope it's dexterity.
Yeah, that would be helpful for you. Let me just make absolutely sure that is correct.
And surely I have cover because I'm inside a tower.
You're on top of a tower.
No, I want to go in the tower. I can teleport. I can go inside a tower.
It's a watchtower. It doesn't have like windows. You would have to be able to see into it. You
Does
can
it
go
have
down
arrow
on your
slits?
That's too tiny.
I would never teleport into this tower of death if I had known
draw
that...
the line at saying you can see inside of an arrow slit from the ground 30 feet away.
I got plus 13 perception. I can see whatever I want to see.
You can use your action to climb through the trapdoor down one level on your turn. It's fine. Or if you want to reach back in time and have done that, I guess it's also fine. You technically didn't use your movement. Anyway, it is a Constitution save, actually.
All right. I hope everyone's prepared for a failed save. All right. Have I rolled above a 10 today? I must have at some point. Not this time, though. So my total is a 12.
12 is a failure, so you're going to take 3d6 poison damage. Are you immune to poison?
I'm resistant to poison, which means and I have advantage, so I would have had another roll.
So try again.
Advantage all right, let's see. We can do this. Different die. This die is really hard to read. No, that's even worse. But I do have resistance to poison damage.
Yeah, so you're going to take half of 13, i.e. 6 damage.
All right.
You are mildly inconvenienced. It is now Vaiya's turn again, as nobody has gotten in range of Zugtamoy for Zugtamoy's legendary actions.
Okay. How close are these corpse flowers to us right this second?
They are... they're 10 feet away. Their reach is 10 feet, so there's 1 5-foot square between you and the nearest corpse flower, and 1 5-foot square between Sarah and the nearest corpse flower.
Uh-huh.
The other corpse flower is on the other side, so their size category large creatures, so the other one is like 20 feet away from you, and the first one's like 10.
So does me flying to try to get a little bit of space between me and this corpse flower provoke an opportunity attack?
It should not, as I understand. Reach is complicated with opportunity attacks. I don't feel like looking the rule up, so you're fine.
Okay.
If it threatens you and you move out of its space, then no matter what your movement manner is, it'll provoke an attack of opportunity.
Oh, okay, never mind. You were not fine. You were within its threat range. So if you were to fly higher than 10 feet off the ground, it would take an opportunity attack against you.
Okay, gotcha. Because I don't want these things near us, but also...
Also, if you were to fly higher than 10 feet off the ground, you would bump into the wall of fire.
True. I would bump into the wall of fire.
We'd be poison buddies.
We would be poison buddies.
Poison buddies. I need someone to just draw 2 people hugging some poison ivy and capture poison buddies.
Under them is just a big old wall of fire, and then an old lady underneath being like, "What are you doing?"
Why you leave fire?
Why you leave fire? And then my turtle's just looking at you like, "What are you doing?" Just disapproval.
This is went from being a cute little logo to a very busy T-shirt design very quickly.
It's all of our characters playing that game on what oh god, why did I just forget the name of the game? The T-shirt game.
Oh yeah. I know what you're talking about, the Jackbox.
Yeah, the Jackbox game.
Yes.
I was also thinking about that when you said the T-shirt game. Like, you mean like that one Jack in the Box mini game?
Oh, okay. That changes my plan. Let's think. Daggers are always good. Fire's also good if I wanted to just suck at dealing with the corpse flower, but I feel like we should deal with the corpse flower.
I will point out that if nobody answers these tree ants, they are going to destroy the rampart you're standing on.
And they didn't seem like...
Tina was going to go for it.
There are 6 of them. Tina can only handle so many by herself.
Well, they have been in one turn, so if we can stop one of them, then it'll make it one more turn, right?
Well, no, because basically each one of them is attacking a 10-foot section of wall that has 100 HP. They did half its damage, so presumably, at an average of 50 damage, they are going to obliterate it this turn.
Well...
So, you all either want to get off of this rampart and assume it's a lost cause, or stop the tree ants.
Featherfall if I need it, if we need it, if it's absolutely down to it.
Yeah, I'm just reminding you all that is imminent in 3 turns in initiative.
Yeah.
Just if it comes up, I have Featherfall.
That's good, because I'm planning on jumping off this Tower of Death next turn.
Well, let's see. The treants, they didn't seem affected by the fireball, or they seemed like they were. I didn't target them.
The fireball was targeted at too far back to have gotten them.
How many could I get with a fireball?
All right, so fireball has a 20-foot radius. You can get 4. If you center it correctly, you can avoid hitting Tina, who is face to face with one of them. You will get some rot trolls. I will say if you get 4 of them, then you also get 4 rot trolls.
How tall was this wall?
The wall is 20 feet tall. The treant itself is a size category huge creature, I think. Yeah, huge. So it actually takes up a 20-foot square. So I was sorry, you can get 2 treants and 4 rot trolls.
Would fireball hurt the wall? Can I target it so they hit the corpse flower and the treants?
Stone is traditionally a non-flammable material. I would ignore the fire. Because a fireball traditionally goes around corners and stuff. It does not usually deal damage to stone if you're not trying to damage a wall with it.
Okay. So yeah, can I do that? Can I try to hit the treants and the corpse flower?
Sure. Would you like George, as your bonus action, to do the same thing to the treants you can't get, or just help you try and wipe out the treants?
Does anyone else want George to do anything, or are they cool with that?
Nope.
George has one more fireball for the day.
Yeah, okay, cool. Yeah, we're going to do that. We're going to do exactly that, and I'm going to do the same thing where I did it at 4th level, so they need to make a dex save, please.
Okay. What a shocker. The thing with the -1 rolled rolled a natural fucking 20 for a 19. Is 19 higher than your saving throw?
Yeah, it is. But, do we actually need Featherfall this round? Are we cool if I use my reaction?
You can't use your reaction on your own turn.
Oh. Can't you? No, you can't.
I thought your reaction was just a resource you can consume as necessary. Like, if someone counterspells you, you could theoretically use your reaction to counterspell them or something.
Yeah,
I've seen that happen.
Typically how it works in Wizard Ops.
So in theory, you can use reaction, just doesn't usually come up during your own turn.
Yeah.
So, can we silvery barbs that, and they can't, and then I'll throw the
sure.
Updated one over to SR. Yeah.
Sure. SR has advantage on his next thingy. I'm going to try this dex save again. Probably not going to be a natural 20 this time. It is a 13. Now they fail.
Thank you.
And then the rot trolls are also going to, even though they're ancillary to the fireball, they are not the most important target. They rolled also a natural 20. Why roll 20 always gives me so many natural 20s?
Wow.
There's so much green in this chat. That's fine. They are not the primary thing you were targeting. So go ahead and roll your damage, and the rot trolls are going to take half. These 4 rot trolls are notably the fresher ones.
My silvery barbs is used. Let's see. Damage.
Oh, you also cast 2 spells. Let me just check something really quick. You do proc wild magic off of 1 spell.
Okay, I'll deal with that in a second.
After Vaiya's turn, we'll circle back on the fact that this is clearly not going to be finished in tonight's session.
Oh, same amount of damage, 39. Actually,
all right,
I forgot last time I have a +2 bonus because of one of my items. So it's actually 41.
Okay. Yep, so the treants are going to take 80 damage each. 82 damage specifically.
Nice. And then it's a D100. Oh, 100. Wow.
Okay, so with 100 is the same result you got last time.
Cool.
So you no longer have to worry about concentration checks. Cool. I was so excited because I thought 100 is the wish. 100 is not the wish on the wizard table.
That's okay. That was just wild to get 99 and then 100, one right after the other. That was crazy.
Yeah.
I'm going to use these dice in Spelljammer from now on.
And then George is also going to fireball these things. And I think he's just going to try and finish off the ones you started. So I'm just going to have them roll another dex save. 4 is going to fail. Those treants are almost guaranteed to die. And the rot trolls rolled a 7. They are also going to take full damage. So just 8 more d6 on the pyre. 36 damage, which is 72 for the treants. 2 of the treants crumble to dust.
Woo!
And the 4 rot trolls behind them are definitely bloodied. Now, so at this point, it is obvious because we have, I try not to go longer than 90 minutes in a session. And we're approaching the point where that would be. We're probably going to want to split this off into 2 sessions. So what I want to do is just... I'm going to give everyone a chance to do something out of initiative order before we call it, because I think between 10 and 10:30 is probably a good stopping point for everybody.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to start with Tina and Patricia. You are both respectively a paladin and a cleric, yes? No, I don't think anybody else is a paladin or a cleric, even partially in this party.
Yeah.
You both feel the call of your respective gods.
My god is
offering
universal
you help.
healthcare. So,
Yeah, nice. So there's some sort of like higher power, even if it's not like an innately religious one. I'm going to let you both roll as if you had access to your divine intervention. So roll. I'll give you advantage. Roll 2d100s. You're looking to get less than your current player level. I'm going to do that instead of your class level.
2d100s. Tina got 17 and 76, 90. Yeah, 17.
Yeah, 17 is one level above your level.
that did not
Yeah.
work. Okay. What? So
Oops.
I got a 9.
A 9.
Nice.
Okay. Patricia, if you could ask Universal Healthcare to do one thing to help you all right now in this moment, what would you ask it?
How can we best get coverage for all these people from this terrible disease coming towards us?
All right, so you're basically asking your god is medicine, basically.
Yes, my god is specifically the belief that medicine should be available for everyone, regardless of position, etc. Like,
so here's the thing: you got a roll, like that's an astronomically hard roll to get. You could like if you had a traditional god, you could ask them for one thing, and it could be pretty wide. Basically, as powerful as the wish spell. If you want a cure for this disease.
Yes, I would love a cure for this disease.
Okay, so what we're gonna do is, basically, a rain of antifungal cream is going to mist itself over Zugtamoy's mist.
Wow!
Nice.
I briefly hear the sound of a Vermont senator.
No.
I'm asking you once again to make a Constitution saving throw.
I'm asking you once again.
Yep. So everything including Zugtamoy is going to make a Constitution save, and basically they're going to be affected by as a fireball. Just go ahead and roll 8d6 for me, as everything is being infected with antifungal cream. I'll give the disadvantage because this is targeting the weak spot of the fungal infection.
8, right?
Yes, 8d6.
All right.
And so far, everything is failing.
Oh man, that's 26.
All right, 26. I'm going to double the damage because, again, antifungal cream on a bunch of fungus. Everything failed, including the, I don't know what I rolled for the gas spores. The gas spores got a natural 1 for a -3.
Wow.
So 72 damage. You watch as 4 of these rotchels collapse unconscious as the mushrooms no longer affect.
Woo!
72 damage is going to mostly wipe out the tree ants. They're going to be stunned. The corpse flowers, dead. There's 2 rotchels left that are at half health. Because asking medicine to cure a fungal disease was really an effective thing to do.
Yeah.
I guess
I will say this. So, okay,
ahead,
you first. I forgot to have my roll. Let me check for her, see how G does really quick. If she's infected by all the disease, I'm going to give her disadvantage and not let her use a legendary resistance.
Oh.
She rolled a 13, so she's also going to take 36 times 2, 72 damage. All right, so what were you going to say, Patricia?
Oh, I'm trying to, I guess in my head, like, the concept of universal healthcare doesn't really have a personification, but I would say you would hear Bernie Sanders saying something that would be perfectly appropriate. So yeah, you can.
Favorite Pantheon doesn't have a devoted god of medicine either, so
that's fair. So
let's see here.
So yeah, it's just this.
Sorry, there is Ilmater.
Oh, I guess.
Ilmater.
Ilmater's supposed to be like young and like gorgeous though. Like
Yeah.
Is Ilmater the god of suffering? Isn't he like all, but like the good kind?
I think Ilmater appears, and because in your mind, like you don't like Ilmater wasn't necessarily what you envisioned as your god, but I think he's like, close enough. Like she's got her heart in the right place. So Ilmater appears and she takes on the visage of Bernie Sanders because that's what he thinks universal healthcare looks like. And you see his
big mittens
just open these, just with these big mittens open up, and just from the mittens falls the antifungal cream. And I was going to just have us cut off in 10 minutes. At this point, you wiped out all the enemies but Zugtamoy and 2 tree ants. And you get the impression if you wipe out Zugtamoy, the modifier of infection ends, and she's 1/3 health. Would you like to just continue till she's dead?
I mean, I wouldn't mind, but I also want to respect everyone's time.
I think we can do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can do it.
We've got the power of Bernie
Yeah,
Sanders, so I feel like we can do this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what happened. I gave the other holy classes a chance to channel their divinity when we were at the halfway point of my other thing, and they also got a good one and did a good thing. And we ended up doing it in one, so... yeah, that is Vaiya's turn. Tina, you are now up. And there's just a clear path between you and Zugtamoy.
That's what's up. I'm gonna rush up. I'm gonna bam 2 attacks with my beautiful mace, which has been... Well, no, that's amplification doesn't matter. But anyway.
She's literally covered in mushrooms. It's fine.
Yeah, okay, cool. Alrighty.
Your mace is also covered with antifungal.
What did I just... So I get 2 attacks. Oh my god, I cannot believe my first roll. Okay, I just had the most...
Alright, so I'm going to remind you, because you rolled a natural 1 on that first attack.
Yeah.
You might remember when Tina first appeared in this show. Oh, well, I was going to say you have the help action.
Yeah, guess what? I got a natural 1 and then a natural 20.
Yeah, so...
Are this for you?
I can't believe this. I thought I was tripping.
So can I use my reaction
I will
to give you advantage on that first attack?
I think you absolutely can, and I would flavor that as just those 2 rolls are the advantage. Disadvantage, so Tina's going to keep the natural 20.
I get another attack, too.
Yes, but let's resolve the first attack because you're a paladin who's going to just burn a high-level smite with your additional 3d6 from the antifungal cream.
Right.
So if you burn a 4th level smite, you're going to add, because she is a fiend, 5d8 of damage, times 2 for 10d8 of damage.
So what should I be rolling? 1 second, I'm sorry.
Alright, so what's your weapons damage dice, first of all?
Okay, so my weapons damage dice is 1d6 plus 6 plus 2d6 radiant.
So it's going to be 3d6 times 2, so 6d6.
Okay.
Plus another 6d6, so 12d6.
Okay.
Plus 10d8. And then finally plus the regular 6.
Oh my god.
Did that include
Let's
the fungal
see what the fuck I just did.
So
that's with it, right?
Yeah, that's everything.
Yeah. Yeah, that's 86 damage.
So with 86
Ba-bam,
damage,
ba-bam.
you just clobber Zugtamoy in half, and her barely animated top half is just laying prone on the ground because you just knocked away. She was at exactly 100 HP. So she's at 14 HP, prone on the ground. Finish her off.
You should.
That's what I'll do.
Use the
Time
spray.
for another roll.
Use the spray.
Yeah, just spray her. Roll an attack.
I sprayed that. I sprayed it, and then I did it, and it's 18 damage.
That is enough to finish Zugtamoy off.
Oh
so
my god.
Blast
Oh my
Zugtamoy with
goodness.
her perfect counter antifungal spray, and all the diseases she was carrying go dark. And you watch in the background, 60 yards away, as all these people animated by Zugtamoy's mushrooms, the mushrooms disappear, and they regain their sapience again.
That's what's up. Yes.
With Zugtamoy fallen and the fungal cloud dispersed, you can see you now can just safely evacuate all the civilians, including the new ones that arrived. There are more enemy forces marching towards the city walls from every direction. Your side's actually clear. You guys, the forces of pestilence were relying on Zugtamoy. If they have a second wave, that is nowhere near here, and reality's crumbling behind you. It is time for you to retreat to the safety of the Bard Rock Cafe.
Sounds good.
You receive the signal to fall back. You do so. As you tactically group, that is where we're going to end our tale for now.
I pick up the spent fungal cream spray, and I turn to George with it, and I say, "We need to gild this. We need to cover this in gold, and we need to put it somewhere." This has got to be like some kind of holy relic now, right? Like.
Yes, I will say.
Destroyer of Zugtamoy.
Yes, I will say after the power of Bernie Sanders, the god of medicine, Universal Healthcare. I'm sorry. Yes, the god of universal healthcare, Bernie Sanders, personally blessed. This thing is actually ambiently glowing. It is now your new holy symbol, in addition to your STD packet.
Amazing.
Wonderful.
Yay!
All right, so thank you all for playing. I appreciate you all reprising your roles. And if you all wanted to take a minute to remind the audience who you are, where you can be found. Khadeja and I, that's kind of boring here. Everyone else, we're going to go through Discord order again.
Yes.
I don't want to remind anyone of that.
Okay, but still remind them who you were.
Oh, Dylan, I guess.
All right, Dylan played XR, yes. Khadeja and I, still here. Michelle's next.
Okay. Hi, thank you so much for having me. It's always fun to reprise Patricia, who is such a darling. You can find me on Blue Sky at kilnfiendpotter.com. The Blue Sky stuff, and also on Instagram. I'm still there for now as Kilnfiend Potter. We can see a lot of my art, and you can sometimes find me on Literary Run doing D&D stuff. I recently did Queer as Hell, which was an all Bards campaign, and then recently we did I guess a Therosian version of The Hangover, which was also really fun. So if you want to check that out, please do so. And you can also see my face, because it's like on video and stuff. It's fun.
Check out Michelle's many, many things she has done and continues to do.
Oh, thank you.
And we always appreciate having you on here.
It's always fun.
Sarah.
I'm Sarah, playing Sarah. And you can either find me on the Bard Rock Discord, which is a cool place to hang out with other peeps, or you could check out my writing blog at The Enchanted Domain.
And hey, consider, if you want to play more games with Sarah specifically, become a patron. Sarah is the level of patron that gets to play patron supporter games every quarter. And so you can share a table with her and many of our performers if you're a patron of a certain tier.
And it's always a cool time and a cool place.
And last but not least, Xtina.
Hey guys, I'm Christina, or Xtina. You can find me across the internet at Greekachu, Greekachu at .bluesky, or no, not Blue Sky, Greekachu.agentsofdam.com on Blue Sky, because it's got the little fun int thing. But speaking of, I'm part of the Agents of Dam podcast. You can find me playing Leah in our season 2 or campaign 2 campaign. She's a gardener, definitely not an assassin. And aside from that, you can find me here over on the Bard Rock Network. I am the GM for the current Spelljammer stream that we have going on every other Saturday. And I'm obviously guesting in lots of random things. And you can find me over on the Random Rhapsody channel now on Thursdays, playing in their Tyranny of Dragons campaign, which is lots of fun. So yeah, lots of places.
All right. Well, thank you all for playing. Thank you all out in the podcast verse for listening. Next time, find out what happens in another one of these one-shots for the apocalypse in Bard Rock Cafe as Campaign 1 comes to a close. In the meantime, have a good night.
Nadir, I took your advice and ordered tabletop gaming supplies from our sponsor, Dragon Master Games. I got a new book, some dice, and other accessories.
That's wonderful. And you remembered to tell them in the comments that Bard Rock Cafe sent you?
Yeah, of course. But now I have another problem. Brock gave me the money for the supplies and said it's coming out of the budget. What does that mean?
Oh, well, our show and the other shows on the network are partially funded by our viewers on Patreon and Ko-fi. In addition to covering costs like editing and web hosting, we use some of those funds to purchase the actual games we play on air. Because, as creators, we want to support the developers as much as we can.
Okay, so our viewers can go to the Patreon and Ko-fi linked in the show notes to support us and the rest of the network? I didn't know that.
Yes, correct. Anyway, why don't you tell me more about this game you're planning?